What's up, warriors? We have another day and another music reaction. And with that day and with that music reaction, we have another Patreon request. Randy has bombarded us with some awesome freaking music requests this month. So you're going to hear his name over and over and over and over again. Randy, my word, your music taste just aligns with mine. So we're diving into Rascal Flatts today. Now, Rascal Flatts, I know one song and one song only, and I have the movie Cars, which is a Disney Pixar movie, to thank for it. It is called Life is a Highway. So it's not the one we're reacting to today, but at least I know who the hell Rascal Flatts is, okay? And I can finally place a song to an artist, because generally I suck at doing exactly that. So whenever I hear Rascal Flatts, and I think life is a highway all night long. That's literally, that's it. That's all I know. That's the whole song for me. Okay. Just deal with it. We're tackling the song I'm Moving On. Here we go. All night long. Okay. This is a sad song.
I've dealt with my ghost and I've faced all my demons. Finally content with the past I regret.
I'll recognize this voice anywhere.
I found you find strength in your moments of weakness. For once I'm at peace with myself. I've been burdened with blame, trapped in the past for too long. I'm moving on.
Oh.
I've lived in this place and I know all the faces. Each one is different, but they're always the same. They mean me no harm, but it's time that I face it. They'll never allow me to change. But I never dreamed home would end up where I don't belong.
Getting tattoos.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on. At last I can see life has been patiently waiting for me, and I know there's no guarantees, but I'm not alone. There comes a time in everyone's life when all you can see are the years passing by, and I have made up my mind that those days are gone.
Whoa.
I sold what I could and packed what I couldn't. Stopped to fill up on my way out of town.
His voice actually has a bit of a country vibe to it, eh?
Like I shouldn't.
Actually never realized.
I had to lose everything to find out. Maybe forgiveness will find me somewhere.
He sounds like he's from the South. Texas, Alabama,
I'm moving on.
South Carolina. Don't know.
I'm moving on.
Right.
I'm moving on.
Whoa. So beautiful. What? I did not know that they actually slow down like this. Okay. 2001. Yeah, I have to say. The hair actually reminded me of Boyzone, Westlife. Mm, In Sync. I think all the 90s boy bands. Yo, I was obsessed with the 90s boy bands. I have to say, I'm not even sub. But you know, I haven't listened to them in probably a few years. So it is time that we tackle some Rascal Flatts. Is there anything? Where's the words? I think it's worth reading the lyrics. It was actually really, really heartfelt. Rascal Flatts. What's it called? Moving on lyrics. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Genius is down. Yup, it's Saturday. You guys need to learn how to do live patch updates. So where's the damn lyrics? Nah, bro, nah. Give it to me. Give it to moi. Teba. Yes, I have ad blockers because I actually value my security. Okay, so I've dealt with my ghosts and I have faced all my demons. Finally, content with a past I regret. Oh, not content as in content. I'm creating content. Content as in I am content. Finally, content with a past I regret. I found you find strength in your moments of weakness. I found you find strength in your moments of weakness. For once, I'm at peace with myself. I've been burdened with blame, trapped in the past for too long. Whoa, I've moving on. I've lived in this place, and I know all the faces. Each one is different, but they're always the same. They mean no harm, but it's time that I face it. They'll never allow me to change, but I never dreamed home would end up where I don't belong. You're saying you're not welcome at home, or you didn't feel home at home. But I never dreamed home would end up where I don't belong. Unless, I mean, we all have this saying where home is where the heart is, and if your heart obviously is with someone that you love and care for, then that becomes your home. So I suppose this is an incredibly poetic line. I've moving on. At last I can see, life has been patiently waiting for me, and I know there's no guarantees, but I'm not alone. There comes a time in everyone's life when all you can see are the years passing by, and I have made up my mind that those days are gone. He's putting his foot down. Good for him. I sold what I could and packed what I couldn't. Stopped to fill up my way out of town. I've loved like I should, but lived like I shouldn't. Okay, now I understand. Why did it take me so long? So he's in the moment of leaving his loved one. So don't know what she did. Did they grow apart? Did she cheat? I don't know. Did she just not love him anymore? Did he not love her? Although it doesn't sound, by the sound of this, I don't think it's not him who didn't love her anymore. I think it's the other way around. She did something she wasn't supposed to do. Or again, as much as you can fall in love, you fall out of love, which is tragic. So now he's on his way again, packed what he could. No. Sold what he could, packed what he couldn't. And then now he's feeling up at the station. I've loved like I should, but lived like I shouldn't. Okay, so now here he accepts some blame. I had to lose everything to find out. Maybe forgiveness will find me somewhere down this road. Oh, maybe he is the guilty party. I've loved like I should, but lived like I shouldn't. Now we can look at this both ways, or in two different ways. We can say he loved his woman like he should have. So she felt loved, she was happy, he fulfilled his commitment towards her. However, he loved another as well, which is now where the part comes in. He lived like he shouldn't. I've loved like I should, but lived like I shouldn't. I think so. I think that is it. And I just had deja vu. All of this just happened for the second time to me. Or it's my other half somewhere in another dimension and another alter universe. Hello. I just can't remember what happens after this, which is kind of the sucky part about deja vu. So throughout this entire song, it's a bit puzzling. So you don't know who's really to blame. And then he gets to something happened, something seriously happened, and you get that he's moving on. So the way he phrases it to me personally, it kept on feeling like he's probably moving on from her because she didn't treat him right. She wasn't there for him. She cheated, whatever, again, all the scenarios that I mentioned earlier. But then now in the very, very last verse, he almost rips the rug from underneath you and say, well, sorry, ne? Actually, the problem here is I've loved like I should, but lived like I shouldn't. I had to lose everything to find out. Okay, maybe it wasn't cheating. It could. I think there's a lot of room for interpretation here. We don't know the full story. So perhaps he partied. Maybe he drank too much. Maybe he didn't come home when he shouldn't. It doesn't just have to be an affair or sleeping around or whatever the case might be. Considering that they are artists and probably on the road touring, attending shows, and we all know what happens at those shows and afterwards. So maybe it's just yet again one of those artists who regret everything afterwards because he actually did end up losing his faithful partner or the one that he loved. And she just couldn't put up with it. And she shouldn't have to. Depending on what the scenario is. We didn't know what he did. But he definitely feels that he needs forgiveness, that he did something that warrants forgiveness. Whether or not he will find it, I don't know. He's just hoping for it. Wow. Okay. The whole time listening to the song, I thoroughly enjoyed his voice. I loved his facial expressions, but because you could see he genuinely feels the song. And I think I got so swept up by that I actually didn't pay too much attention to this last verse. And that's why I think now reading it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even pick up on this. I really didn't know they slow down. I didn't know that they make, I don't know, different music other than the one song that I know. It shows you I sometimes live under a rock. But it's my personality. I choose one song of a band and I will obsess over that song for 10 years. And then after 10 years, unless anyone introduces me to a new song of theirs, I would never know. Or I would never even go and dig and see what other music do they have. I don't do that. I need to bite chance hear a song on the radio and then think, oh, but wait, I know this voice. I actually quite like this. What is this song? And then, yeah, from there on, I'll carry on. Brandy, thank you very much. Another good one for the books. Another one we can tick off the list. That list is very long. I need to work. At least I'm having beer on all of you to say thank you. I haven't had beer in so long, so I figured, you know what, this weekend when I record, we better have a beer together. So this is me sharing my very big appreciation for beer um, with all of you, and also just, I mean, needless to say, you guys support me so much on my Buy Me a Coffee page with all the beers that you buy. So this is, yeah, my thank you to you guys. I will check you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.